Hello everyone and welcome back. This is Commander Curses and I'm playing Elite Horizons patch 2.1. Today I'm flying my Fer de Lance, which I've equipped to A spec with all the modules, and I'm going to test out the weapons. So first of all, we're testing out the new huge multicannon with a various loadout. I've got a multicannon, 2 pulse lasers and 2 beam lasers. The lasers are in aid of stripping the shields, and the multicannon will see how it goes on the hull. Oh, I can't do that with my gear up. Alright, so I'm going to head to Phong Mang, which has got a couple of resource extraction sites, and we'll see you there. Okay, before we start destroying fools, let's check out the huge cannon. Jeez Louise. Look at that. So that's the huge hardpoint. It's underneath the bottom of the Fer de Lance, with the 4 medium points on the top. And wow, it's not a it's a rotating. Actually, I don't think it is a rotating barrel. It's just 4 fixed barrels, and they fire to a piece every shot. So different from the multi-cannons that you get for the medium and low small sizes. Alright, let's hit it. I know it was just an eagle, but I wanted to see. Just shredded it. Alright. Now for a Cobra.
Under attack.
I do have a little bit of assistance, but that Cobra went really fast. Who's fighting? Okay, here's a wanted Anaconda. Let's see how this works on the hull of the Anaconda.
Under attack. Warning, thermal attack. Gaining heat. Destroyed.
Not too bad, with a bit of assistance. 190,000 credits and a bit of shield damage. But yeah, I think if I targeted the power plant, he might have gone down a bit quicker. But yeah, no complaints here. Alright, onward to the next weapon. I would say last, before I head off though, the power draw is pretty minimal. I mean, it does use a bit of power. It uses 1.22 megawatts, which is quite a lot lower. The beam lasers, for example, is 2.9 megawatts, but power draw from the weapons capacitor is pretty low. Alright, onwards. For the next build, it's 4 fragment cannons and a huge beam laser. The huge beam laser is so huge, it clips through the ground in the outfitting screen. So I decided to do the flyby in the station just as I'm departing. So the beam will strip the shield and the frags will do the dirty on the hull. I've never used frag cannons before, so hopefully they will do good by me. They're only class 2 obviously, because the Fer de Lance has only class 2 ports available. But hopefully, in combination, there'll be a good low amount of power drain for my port capacitor.
Landing gear retracted.
Rightio. Bunch of power players wanting to take my cargo, of which I have none. So the difference between this and the other weapon I just had, the beam is fixed. Whoops, that was the wrong button. So I need a better aim to be able to take them on.
Under attack. Target shields offline.
Well, that was annoying. I don't know why they're ramming again. They used to ram and now they ram again. But the beam, it looks pretty cool. It kind of has that double beam thing where it's kind of got two beams it alternates between. That's pretty neat. And let's see how the frag cannons go.
Scan detected. Flight assist off. Flight assist
So it says that they've
on.
kind of got a 1.5k range for the frag cannons, but I reckon that they're probably pretty ineffective over any
Under
type
attack.
of appreciable distance. No reloading.
Target destroyed.
Here's an Astro Explorer. Let's see how fast I can strip the shields with this beam. Oh.
Target shields
very good.
offline.
Right, now
Under
charge
attack.
the shields. And that was 30% off the hull in one volley with the frag cannons. The problem with frag cannons is that there's only 100 ammo, so it's just kind of a short.
Warning. Impulse attack.
This is dangerous, so they've got a railgun, but that looks like his
Flight
shields,
assist off.
his hull is going to be
Flight
down soon.
assist on.
How fast can it take down the hull? Very fast indeed. Wow, the beam is very good against shields and hull.
Target destroyed.
And I only have one. Alright, here's a Python. Finally, some large ship. Been here about 20 minutes. How does the beam take his shield? Well, I guess your chaff doesn't help you in this case, mate. Well, it didn't get a shield down before I ran out of weapon charge. And he's boosting it back up.
Target shields offline.
Well, it still stripped it pretty quick, despite 2 shield cells being activated for him. So let's see how it does on the hull.
Under attack.
Just scrape on his hull a little bit. Wasn't watching the old effectiveness of my weapons. And now I'm getting some assistance from the good old local cops. Let's try the beam one last time. Oh, it's not the beam. Very fast. So beam. Huge beam. Effective against both
Target destroyed.
large and small ships' hulls and the shields. So let's head back to base and try some of the other huge weapons. This loadout 4 gimbaled multicannons and 1 huge pulse laser. Here's the huge pulse laser. It looks very much like, well, it looks quite different from a normal pulse laser. So I'm keen to give it a go. Oh, it looks pretty rad. It's so big. Not as big as the multicannon, of course, but yep, awesome. Now I've discovered a wanted anaconda. Let's see how the pulse laser goes on the shields. Do have a bit of assistance.
Under attack.
And it's shooting at me. The good thing about this loadout is that the pulse laser is the lowest power draw of all the lasers, so you can run it with 2 pips to weapons
Target shields offline.
and 4 pips to shields. So, and I seem to just really running high on power. And I've got it on 4 clips to weapons now. And he's just charging. Put it back on shields.
Flight assist off.
Whereas for the beam laser, you really needed to be careful about that.
Warning, thermal attack. Gaining
Because you couldn't sustain your fire with your beam and your, even with the frag cannons, which are extremely low heat. It's going to be gone.
Target destroyed.
And with this multi-cannon plasma pulse build, it's really quite sustainable, really. So that's pretty cool. And seeing on this clipper's hull, I'm doing roughly 1% per shot, which is pretty great. Ramp up my shields a little bit.
Under attack. Flight assist off.
Maybe get some other weapons. There he goes.
Target destroyed.
Alright, so against the Python, one ship assisting me. The old chaff trick. That's where the fixed beam excels, of course.
Under attack. Target shields offline.
I'm running a balanced power setup here, and really, I mean, without the assistance it would be a lot more difficult, and I think maybe testing in a res isn't the most effective testing. 4 multi-cannons just destroyed it. Isn't the most effective testing facility, but it's what I've got, and well, I mean, it's quite realistic for what people will be doing with the builds, but yes, maybe not the maybe the assistance really renders the test a bit easy, I suppose, for the test. Anyway, I've got one more build to show you guys, so I'll head back to Shinrada Desra and build it. Okay, for my last test, I've got the huge burst laser. Let's see how it goes on the shields of this Anaconda. For some reason, it's taking a while to charge
Scan
up.
detected.
Pretty good. I'm getting some help.
Target shields offline.
Alright, and now for the final 4 Seeker missiles. See how it goes on the hull.
Scan detected. Under attack.
Maybe not the most effective missile weapon system.
Target destroyed.
Well, that was alright. The old burst laser's pretty cool. Don't know why it took a while to charge up. I'll try it on one more person and just see what I can find. Power. Dangerous. This looks like a likely target. Alright, so let's test this burst laser on this new target. Well, that's a bit better. Now they've employed their chaff. So not the most effective setup, but it's okay. It's pretty spectacular though. That was nearly 30% in one shot. Oh, I think he prevented some of that. And there you go.
Target
Nice.
destroyed.
Alright, I'm going to fly around until I run out of missiles. And then we'll come back for the final word. Okay, now for my final word. So I did 4 setups: the big beam, big pulse, big multi-cannon, and the big burst laser. Speaking of which, here's a picture of it. And 4 different setups with kind of different medium weapons in each. What's my frame rate doing? So I'm just going to do a quick short one-line review. The big beam 4 frag cannon was a fun build. It had lower shields because of the high draw of power for the frag cannons and the big beam. It had a short longevity because you've got only 100 rounds with the frag cannons, and it had a huge stopping power though. It melted small shields, it melted small ships, it melted big ships, it melted big shields. It was all around pretty good and good on heat. We also had the big pulse cannon 4 multi-cannon. It had the biggest shield because you could run 4 A-rated shield boosters. It had a low power draw, so it had low heat, which is good. It had very good stopping power with the multi-cannons, and it had a medium longevity because the multi-cannons kind of run out of juice. After a pretty good time, the big multi-cannon, the huge multi-cannon, and 2 multi-cannons and 2 beams stripped off the shields okay. It had pretty good stopping power, but it had heat issues because the running 2 beams at the same time is a bit too much for this power plant. And has good stopping power though. And finally, the one that I'm running now, the silly build, the big burst laser and 4 seeker missiles, had huge stopping power, and it had a very good stripped the shields very easily on every ship, but a very short longevity, only 24 missiles for each of the 24 missiles for each of the packs. So it's kind of like 4 ships unless you're fighting small ships. So that's my review. I think I'd probably go the frag cannon build for just for kind of skirmishing, and the multi-cannon build, sorry, the big pulse laser multi-cannon build for the longer engagements. But that's all for now. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you guys watching. And yes, leave a like if you liked, and share it around if you think that it's worth seeing. But that will be it for me. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again next time. This is Commander Curses and his frame rate, signing off.